Well, this morning we are packing up and heading out to the Modern Homesteading Conference in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So leaving a farm is hard to do, and you kind of have a checklist in mind. I have people coming, it's all gonna go well, and I don't think the weather's supposed to be super hot, so watering, and Jason and I stayed up super late last night, just making sure all the watering systems were working fine and everything was heavily watered. I do have, Emma's going to be here the whole time, and then my sister is going to be here as well, and they're just going to both hunker down and make sure the farm is running smoothly. So that gives me a lot of peace of mind. Starting the farm 12 years ago, I worked full time. I had kids that were younger. My daughter was in high school. Braden was pretty young. I think he was in kindergarten, first grade, something like that. And so I worked full time, started a farm, and have been running it for over 12 years, and just started from scratch, and built it into something that now I stay home and do just farming, which is a great, beautiful life. I love it. It is a lot of work, but, we haven't taken a lot of family vacations or gone anywhere. So this is kind of a special treat. We rented a house in Coeur d'Alene, just right off the water. It's just this cute little old 1930s bungalow, and we're just gonna make it really special for the kids. I don't know. I know that they're older. I mean, they're both growing up and they're both going to be moving out and, eventually, I would assume. I don't know. I make it really nice for them, so I don't know if they will. So anyways, they are coming with us, and I'm just super, super grateful for this opportunity. Jason and I are actually we're kind of like liaisons, I think, to some of the speakers. So making sure that they have everything they need, know what tent they're going to, where they're speaking. I haven't been fully given instructions, but we are going to have a booth there. And so what we're going to do is have some dried flowers. We're going to have some fresh lavender because lavender is in season. And I'm going to have some little kitchen wreaths that we've made up, and some of our honey sticks for a quick snack. And just information about our farm. My book is going to be there. So that's going to be really cool. So I'm going to show you the setup that we did. Normally, when I started the farm, I did a farmer's market. And so it kind of makes me feel like I had to dig out all these things for the market that I would have used for our farmer's market. But I did order some really cute new tablecloths and a new banner for the setup. I wanted something that was just kind of different. We went with kind of like the steely gray blue, butter creamy yellow, and I do have to make an arrangement. We're going to take an arrangement to put on one of the tables. But anyways, I just wanted to look really, really fresh. And, in my head, I'm a very creative person. So in my head, I always feel like I have more time than I actually do. So I have to be careful that I do have enough time to get everything done before we leave, because I've promised my husband that we will leave on time. When we come back from the Modern Homesteader Conference, we are going to be hosting a 4th of July barbecue. So I think we have about 40 people coming. So we've been working super hard on the farm just to get the gardens cleaned up. There were so many weeds. Oh, dear Lord. But so you know how I was working on the cottage greenhouse? So I ended up buying a couple hay racks for it, and then some geraniums, because I felt like it was super blah looking, and I wanted it to be really pretty for the 4th of July. So I'm going to show you what I got for them. I'm not going to install them now. I'm just going to go tuck the plants that I got for it away, and when I come home on Sunday or Monday, I'm going to go ahead and get that installed. So that'll be on the next video. Maybe a few other things if I can get it to work. So I'm going to show you what I got for that, and then start getting packed up and ready to go. So I have the 2 roses that I just planted. Those are kind of those yellow, or they're kind of like a butter peach color, basically. So I found these hay racks, and they kind of have this Gothic type style. Let me show you here. The Gothic style design to them, which I thought was kind of cute, rather than the traditional ones. So I kind of like that, just because we do have a Gothic door, or our farmhouse is called a Gothic farmhouse. So I thought that would just bring that element in. The only thing is I don't love the color, the black. Partly because I like how these trellises are kind of more of a rust color. And so I don't know if I will just kind of patina them eventually or paint them a different color or just kind of try and find a rust color to it. We'll see. So I bought just some red, you know, it's a deeper red geranium to pop in those window boxes when I get back. So they're just gonna tuck right underneath here. I think it's gonna look nice. And then I just have a few other things I'm gonna pop in that's just from my collection that I have over in the little nursery here. So the little cottage greenhouse project is just gonna have to wait until I get back, and I'm fine with that. So it is what it is, and it will only take me a few minutes to put together, so I'm not really worried about it. For now, I'm gonna head into the studio and get a few things done there and get us packed up, get the honey packed, all the things. So we have this beautiful mulberry tree, which is of course fruiting amazing and abundantly right now, and we're getting ready to go. So it's so hard to leave things like this. This is the hardest part about leaving the farm, is because you see all the work that actually has to be done. I did tuck a little bit away into the freezer, though later this year, probably in the fall, I can make a jam with it. So there's like this Mediterranean style jam that we would use potentially in kind of a more bougie or beautiful meal that we can complement it. So I'm gonna try that this year. I've never made that before. We just have amazing fruit right now. It's really cool. So this is the white mulberry. We also have a red one that comes on later. It looks a lot different. It's a lot shorter, stubbier tree. But yeah, part of leaving a farm is you see, as you're cleaning up, getting ready to go, you see all these things that need to be done and picked up, and you just kind of have to close one eye to it, and that is how you roll, and that's how you leave a farm. Basically, is you just literally have to close your eyes to all the projects. I'm just finishing up our weekly orders and getting them ready for Emma to deliver, so she doesn't have to worry about it. So I think they're coming together really well. And then I'm making a really cute, just a centerpiece for our booth at the Modern Homesteading Conference. So I'm using this old blue tin. I think it's gonna look really nice with my setup, but we'll see. I mean, I haven't put it completely together, so I'll do that obviously when we get there. I think in my head it's gonna look really, really nice. So I just have this blue tin that I thought we would use on the little round table, and I'm just doing this really bright color, pop of color. I gotta go find a few other things and maybe something really tall to go in it that I'll probably have to add later to the arrangement, but this is what I'm thinking is gonna go on our little table with our information about our farm and what we do. So these are the other two arrangements I'm making for a winery. Really airy and just pop of color. They love wildflower, very natural looking designs, so that's what I'm doing here. So I ordered in a couple boxes of dried flowers to add to our own dried flowers from Charles Little and Company. They do have a website, I'll link them below, that you can order beautiful dried flowers with. But yeah, these boxes are full of goodies, so I'm excited to put them together. So last night I had to man the whole place while everybody went to dinner. All by myself.
Yeah.
But we had an amazing little, I don't know what they're called, they're like a wind cyclone thing come through, but it was super powerful and it took down some tents. The power went out, the fire department had to come. It was flames of, not flames, but it was just like chaos, pure chaos for a few minutes. But we got it under control and the power back on, and we're good to go this morning. So we came early with the family to set up. We're not planning on really selling anything. But we thought this would be kind of fun to do. So I just wanted to give you a quick little tour of our booth. We will sell things. The kids are looking at me funny. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what we put together for the booth. So give you a quick tour. So we have my book, which I haven't signed any of the copies. We just had some information that we printed out that just kind of talks about our farm. Beautiful photos. Emma took all those. A card if they don't want that. And that just kind of shows them where we are. We have little bunches of lavender, and these are the dried flowers, fresh peonies. We just made some of these beautiful little dried floral bundles. Brought some allium, which this guy is looking a little sad. Brought some allium because that's kind of fun. And we have our honey, and that's it. That's all we have. A beautiful arrangement that Riley and I put together.
And a beautiful daughter.
And a beautiful daughter. The kids are going to be here. That's it. That's all we're doing. I mean, it's super simple. So I'm going to head off and do my job with getting everybody in the gates. And we'll try and give you a quick little tour around when things start going and show you some of the other vendors that are here. There's some really cool people. People that we've bought from years, like Azure Standard's here, and Redmond's Salt is here, and people that we know as far as just buying in things for the home. So that'll be kind of fun, but we'll take the camera around and show you a little bit of what's going on.